Hi Aries, and welcome to your Pisces Full Moon Tarot reading. The Pisces Full Moon is on September 14th, give or take, just on where you live in the world. So this reading will cover full moon to full moon. So the Pisces Full Moon to the Aries Full Moon, September 14th through October 14th, okay? So with this Pisces Full Moon being the 12th house, completions, endings, big life lessons, all those things, there is going to be a big life cycle completion for you, and there is also a manifestation because full moons are all about that. So Aries, I'm going to pull a card here and see what is strongest with this full moon in Pisces, internal or external manifestation and changes. Ooh, okay, so you're coming through as internal. Oh, nice. Look at this. Chiron. This is healing, Aries. Very, very good. With this Pisces full moon, and I believe Chiron is in your sign, right? I believe so. Don't quote me on that. Double check. But I think Chiron, because it was retrograde, and yeah, anyways, Aries, with this is such good news for you guys. Whatever you've really been in the struggle with emotionally, it could have been like this entire year, okay? It could have stemmed back all the way from 2018, or maybe even further, just depending on how big this cycle was in your life and how long it was meant to be part of your journey, okay? But now, with this Pisces full moon, you're at this place where it's time for the ultimate healing from the inside, Aries, where you've been in the struggle emotionally, that's finally being soothed, and the lesson and the blessing inside the pain is bubbling to the surface, and that is your manifestation. Like, there is a blessing that comes through all of this, as well as the healing for you guys. So let's pull some tarot dice and get more info, Aries. This is so good. All right. Oh yeah, look at this. So it's been something that's been with you for quite some time, Aries, with the Six of Cups, but also with the Six of Cups coming out to show, because this is internal on this side and external on that side. Look at this. What would be next is the Ace of Wands. So this is something that's been with you for a while, and pain is turning into sweetness and healing and happiness and joy, and there's new beginning, new enthusiasm, a new lease on life, a new perception of the world and what happened in your travels and your journey. Like, Aries, this is a big time for you, okay? Because look at what's next. We have the High Priestess, and then we have the King of Wands, and that is you all day. That's you feeling very in control of yourself, on top of things, healed, empowered, strong. Also, a very strong connection, I feel like, with spirit, with the angels, where you feel like, yeah, you guys did have my back, like, you really came through for me. This has been such a journey, you know, and you have this appreciation and gratitude for, like, the angels, your spirit guides, spirit in general, you know, just wherever you really connect to the non-physical. It's like your faith is restored. You have this perception of why everything has happened the way that it has, because the healing's coming in, and when that takes place, you finally understand. The lesson is gained and learned, and that's happening for you, and it allows you to move on as like a clean slate with fresh eyes, the innocence of a child, okay, where it's like you just feel free and vulnerable and open, and you know all the way down to your core that everything you've been through had purpose, and you finally understand why. Very nice, Aries. So let's pull some more tarot. And these cards are super big, so they're hard to shuffle, at least like this way. Like, oh my, I almost can't. I drop them, and so let's see. Okay, so we have the Nine of Wands. Yeah, look at that. It's been quite the journey. This, whatever this sadness is for you, Aries, it's been with you for a while, but it's now going to turn into a sweeter energy. Next out, yeah, look at that. The Devil, intense, could have involved a Capricorn. Next out is the Prince of Pentacles. So this showing right here, Aries, you have made progress and you're moving into a period where there is going to be a lot more stability and even flow of emotions within you, because you have this healing and you're completing this cycle and you're becoming very wise through the process. Next out, yeah, this is externally. Look at, we have justice, the reward, the gift after the pain. And yeah, because look at that, Ace of Swords. Nice, Aries. I love the cards that are coming out for your external energy and manifestation. Next out is the Empress. That is excellent. That's fertility, that's growth, that's healing, that's prosperity, that's abundance. Aries, this Pisces full moon is going to be very good for you. It's like you're finally going to move beyond something that has really hurt you and plagued you for quite some time with this Nine of Wands. But this was a very significant life lesson, and there may have been several lessons wrapped up in this experience and journey that you've been on. But now, as you come into the middle of September, into October, you're going to just start feeling a bit more ease, and you're going to just start seeing things naturally from a different perspective. And it's like the dots are connecting, everything's making sense. And I feel there's an opportunity, or you're meeting somebody, there's something that's showing up where it's like, boom, that's where you're like, okay, I'm so happy XYZ didn't work out, or I understand why now because of what's happening here. Or it could be like you were really wanting something, really asking for something, and it just wasn't happening. And now you're finally coming into the understanding of why that is, not out of punishment or that things just don't work out for you, but it was really more of like a protection, or you weren't ready for it yet. And now, Aries, this Pisces full moon, you're completing that cycle, and internally you're done. And it's been very, very long and grueling, but it has changed you, and you're much more stable. You're going to be more secure in yourself, and financially, I do feel things might actually start evening out for you guys as we move, through the second half of September into the end of 2019, because with justice there externally with the Ace of Swords and Empress, it's like it's time for you to get yours, Aries. It's time for your reward for all the good and positive energy that you have put out there. It's time for that to come back, because you have really learned and grown through these experiences. Whether you were consciously aware of that or not, Aries, you have really grown, and now it's time for the healing and the release and new beautiful things to come in. This is the start of brand new energy for Aries, which is opening up for you because you've completed this lesson, this life lesson, and you've gained it and you've learned it. So you've earned this passage forward into a much better experience through the end of 2019. So let's pull some more cards, Aries. Okay, yeah, look at that. The Yule, rebirth. Yes, the Yule's at the end of the year in December. And here you are, the rebirth. You got two aces up in this reading. What hurt you is now being healed, which allows you to move forward. Things making sense, new opportunities coming your way, doors opening. So within, Aries, you are being so healed, and you're going to be at peace and in flow. And what hurt you, it's not going to hurt anymore. It's not. And externally, look at that, Witch's hat. power. You are going to be very strong within yourself in what you're trying to achieve. We already saw that with you coming through as the King of Wands. But deeper than that, Aries, I do feel like your life is more stable and secure. The foundation, your finance, your abundance, there's, you know, a shift to the energy there, and you're going to find that you feel more stable and secure and supported. It may be like there's a new job or something that you've been working at is finally taking off, okay? Or maybe with justice there, you're owed this money and now it's finally been decided and it's coming your way, okay? There's just, Aries, some beautiful reward for you after you've been on this very long journey learning some intense life lessons in the emotional capacity. Okay, so let's pull a couple more cards. Okay, yeah, you got the cat. That is luck. Things are shifting and changing for you. And you have the mistletoe. Very nice. So some of you where this has to do with romance, you know, the one you've been hurting and crying over, you might find, you know, as we're moving into October, you don't want that person anymore because somebody new and much more compatible with you who really gets you shows up, and boom, there it is. Okay, some of you who have really been in the healing process of a relationship, a romantic relationship ending, again, it's the same for you. Like, you're gonna finally feel okay, and it's time because there's a new relationship on the horizon for you. Okay, some of you, this could just have to do with friends and connections in general. I know for me personally, I cut several people off, and since that process, I realized my self-esteem has really improved because they always, you know, treated me like they couldn't be bothered. And finally, I got done with that. And now they're sorry about it, but I don't care anymore. Like, too little, too late, because I feel good about me. And that was the biggest change. And so for some of you, that's finally happening for you, where, you know, you've gotten rid of a lot of toxic relationships and you've been walking your journey alone, and now Spirit is finally aligning you with some new connections that are solid and true and intended to walk forward with you for quite some time. Okay, so let's pull one final card, Aries. Beautiful reading, healing all the way around. You're going to be so happy. All right, vision. Trust in your ability to create the vision in your soul. Ooh, that's powerful, Aries. Yes. You have the power. You've got the witch's hat, which means there's some magic about you and you've earned it. So imagine this, like you have won a contest and it's $5,000 to go into your favorite store and buy whatever you want, you know, up to $5,000. That's kind of what I feel for you guys energetically, is like you've earned it and here it comes. And spend it wisely. Really be consciously aware of your thoughts and your emotions and your expectations for the future ahead for you guys, especially because your full moon is coming in October, you know, and you got the witch's hat, you got the black cat here. All right, I'm just saying, between the Pisces full moon and your Aries full moon, so essentially mid-September all the way through October, is a very powerful time for you. Use your energy, your thoughts, and your emotions very wisely, because you are a magnet for positive things. And the more positive you are and your vibe is, the more that could come in, Aries. So those are your messages. I'm wishing you all the best. Take care.